So here in this video we will showcase the 7 new Tyranid Bioforms of Hive Leviathan that are new as of the year 2023 and the 10th edition. So let's get to it. At number 1 we have the Neurolictor. This is a terrifying Tyranid organism created through careful evolution by the hive mind. It is essentially a psychic variant of the Lictor bioform, designed for psychological warfare. These creatures are nightmarish living weapons equipped with unique abilities. They are engineered to implant mind-altering parasites and project a neural disruption field that induces primal fear responses in their prey, even among the most resilient individuals. In terms of stealth and evasion, they inherit the Lictor's incredible skill in moving silently through various terrains. They also possess a chameleonic skin that changes color to perfectly blend with their surroundings, rendering them nearly invisible to the naked eye. Unlike many other Tyranid creatures, they are not naturally aggressive but rather opportunistic hunters. They patiently stalk their prey from the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. They are known to pick off isolated targets and remain unnoticed for extended periods, sometimes days on end, until they strike. Neurolictors are armed with an array of deadly appendages, including mantis-like claws, sighting talons, flesh hooks, and feeder tendrils. These appendages are equipped with sharpened bony plates that can pierce a victim's skull easily. In addition to their physical abilities, Neurolictors possess powerful psychic capabilities as well. They can emit a wave of psychic dread that induces terror in those they encounter. Even experienced warriors with strong willpower will fall prey to the psychic dread. Furthermore, they can use their psychic abilities to confound the senses of their enemies, making it difficult for them to detect the Neurolictor and leaving them vulnerable to the impending Tyranid strike. The second one, the Deathleaper. This is an advanced and rare version of the Lictor strain, purposefully evolved to spread fear and terror. It possesses unparalleled skills in stealth, infiltration, and assassination, using them to create paranoia and dread among enemy forces and populations. Initially introduced in the 4th edition during the Fall of Medusa 5 campaign, the Deathleaper has advanced chameleonic abilities that make it nearly invisible. Originally, it was not a single creature but a whole strain, and Hive Fleet Behemoth aimed to incorporate this strain into other forces. This new bioform here was created by Hive Fleet Leviathan, and its primary mission is to undermine enemy morale, induce confusion, and weaken their resolve before the main Tyranid swarm attacks. Now it has since become a distinct species, representing the pinnacle of the Lictor bioform. These creatures can also lead other vanguard Tyranid organisms into battle, focusing on instilling terror within enemy ranks, before launching lightning-fast flanking assaults. This is the one that was encountered in the missionary world of Saint Caspelin, where it terrorized and serially killed the advisors of the Cardinal day by day, leaving the spiritual leader alive so as to break his morale and turn him insane, thus in the process demoralizing the entire population and the soldiers by not making him, the Cardinal, into a martyr instead, and then therefore risking increasing the hatred of humans, which would lead to the soldiers fighting more resiliently. Number 3, the Psychophage. In the ever-evolving cosmic struggle between the Tyranids and the various other races of the galaxy, a significant shift occurred with the emergence of the Age of Witches. During this turbulent era, a considerable number of enemy psychers found themselves blessed or empowered by various entities such as the Emperor, the Chaos Gods, or even Gork and Mork. This newfound resilience to the hive mind's once effective shadow in the warp posed a perplexing challenge. In response to this evolving threat, the hive mind devised a sinister solution: the creation of the Psychophage. This unique Tyranid bioform is a nightmarish manifestation of the hive mind's relentless evolution and adaptability. At the core of its terrifying abilities lies a digestive tract like none other, one with the astonishing capacity to metabolize psychic life forms into a potent substance known as psycho-corrosive ash, which is then used against the psychers. This corrosive material is unleashed by the Psychophage in blistering torrents, wreaking havoc upon the battlefield. What makes the Psychophage a truly horrifying sight is its mass of writhing tentacles that surround its gaping maw. These tentacles serve a gruesome purpose. They possess the ability to strip the very essence of the psyker's mind before they can even raise their sorcerous weaponry in defense. The Psychophage's relentless assault is not just physical but also psychological, as it deprives its prey of their psychic abilities and mental fortitude, thus winning the battle before it is even fought. Number 4, the Neurotyrant. Within the Tyranid swarm, a grotesque bioform known as the Neurotyrant emerges as a pivotal entity. it stands as a monstrous amalgamation of chitinous exoskeleton and writhing tentacles, an eldritch creation hailing from the deepest depths of the alien intelligence. The Neurotyrant, in essence, serves as a potent synapse node, a hub of psychic control and coordination that manifests as an unparalleled force on the battlefield. The Neurotyrant's purpose transcends mere physicality. It embodies the very essence of the Tyranid strategy. Adept at amplifying the nightmarish phenomenon known as the shadow in the warp, this bioform possesses the unnerving ability to liquefy the minds of its hapless prey, especially psychers. It does so with an eerie orchestration, directing the countless hordes of Tyranids under its psychic sway towards inevitable victory, as well as warp lightning attacks. Its ethereal presence grants it the ability to hover gracefully across the diverse terrains, reminiscent of the agile zoanthrope. The Neurotyrant is adorned with a profusion of thrashing tentacles that it can strike with deadly precision at any entity within its reach. However, its true power resides within the vast cerebral organ that dominates its form, its psychic powers. Intriguingly, Neurotyrants are often accompanied by smaller psychic bioforms known as Neuroloids, serving as amplifiers of synapse abilities. These Neuroloids enhance the already potent influence of the Neurotyrant and its psychic powers. Number 5. The Norn Emissary. So in the eerie depths of the Leviathan Hive fleet emerges a breed of monstrous creatures known as the Norn Emissaries, each born with a singular and enigmatic purpose. These colossal heralds of the hive mind are no ordinary bioforms, for they were meticulously crafted by the Norn Queen herself to accomplish highly specific objectives. Whether it was the pursuit of a strategically gifted commander or the abduction of a prey being possessing crucial knowledge, the Norn Emissaries were bred to excel in their appointed tasks. These behemoths of the Tyranid horde were a sight to behold, dwarfing even the formidable hive tyrants in both size and power. They embodied the terrifying fusion of psionic potential, incredible speed, intelligence, and monstrous strength, making them more than capable of fulfilling their alien missions. Before any battle commences, the Norn Queen bestows upon them the distilled knowledge necessary to ensure the successful execution of their designated goals. Once unleashed into the chaos of the battlefield, the Norn Emissaries will move with an eerie and alien grace that doesn't seem to match their immense size, which would be more than 9 meters or 30 feet in height. They possess the uncanny ability to also compress their massive forms into seemingly impossible confines when needed, allowing them to stealthily stalk their chosen targets. With serpentine speed, the Norn Emissaries would leap into the air, defying the laws of physics, and descend upon their prey with razor-sharp talons that resembles wicked swords. Yet the Norn Emissaries were not limited to brute force alone. They wielded formidable psychic abilities that added an even more sinister dimension to their combat prowess. So in the midst of battle, they could unleash psychic tendrils, each imbued with terrifying powers such as neuroparasites, neuroblasts, and neurolands, further solidifying their reputation as harbingers of death and destruction of Hive Fleet Leviathan. Number 6. The Norn Assimilator. Much like their kin the Norn Emissaries, these monstrous entities were also meticulously crafted by the Norn Queens, and they were designated for specific tasks. Armed with toxin injector harpoons, the Norn Assimilators possesses the terrifying capability to impale and tear down fortifications that their prey sought refuge within. They could also ensnare bodyguards and war engines, dragging them helplessly into the deadly embrace. While sharing a lineage with the Norn Emissaries, the Norn Assimilator diverged in its specialization. It forsake the psychic abilities and protective qualities of its cousins in favor of raw combat prowess. This adaptation allowed them to excel in brutal arts of warfare. The Norn Assimilator wielded powerful toxin injector harpoons capable of skewering both infantry and heavily armored targets. These harpoons not only inflicted grievous harm, but also possessed the uncanny ability to forcefully yank the Assimilator's chosen target out from behind the protective cover, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. In addition to their harpoons, the Norn Assimilators were also equipped with flesh hooks, further enhancing their combat versatility and deadliness. These nightmarish creatures embodied the relentless will of the Norn Queens on the battlefield, representing the terrifying force of destruction that Hive Fleet Leviathan brings to the doorstep of humanity. And number 7. The Screamer Killer. So in the ever-evolving saga of Tyranid adaptations, some old bioforms are renewed. This particularly fearsome breed, known as the Screamer Killers, emerged way back as a variant of the formidable Carnifex. These creatures represented an older adaptation of the basic Carnifex strain, but they were far from being basic. The Screamer Killers were not to be trifled with. Their immense size allowed them to tear apart their foes and enemies with sweeping scythe-shaped talons, leaving devastation in their wake, and what sets them apart and gave them their name was the spine-chilling shriek that accompanied the deadly bioplasma discharges they unleash upon their hapless victims. So with Leviathan closing in on humanity's front door and Terra itself, the Hive mind has recognized that a new variant of this bioform was necessary to be evolved, so the invasion could commence in a more biomass profitable manner, recognizing the immense value of a colossal four-armed beast capable of vomiting blistering globules of bioplasma and armed with a shriek that could instill terror even in the staunchest of enemies. The Hive mind embarks on a daring venture to evolve a new variant of the Screamer Killer, bigger and deadlier than the original ones from the early editions and Hive fleets. The Leviathan new strain is one to behold. So those are the 7 new Tyranid Bioforms of Leviathan in M42, introduced in 2023. So I see that many of you haven't subscribed yet. It would do us a huge favor if you would only smash that red button and also like the video to push us through in the YouTube algorithm. Please, the Omnisire. Please. And while you're at it, bang on the bell icon as well for notifications on new videos like this one. Till the next time, take care, boys. And a girl. Oh my god, that's offensive. Just one girl.